often inside of our organizations, employees are part of corporate cultures where they are pitted against each other, one constantly trying to outperform the other. It's sort of like gladiators that are dueling it out, trying to kill each other in the arena. That type of corporate culture, that type of way of thinking about work is disappearing. And instead, what's much more valuable is not how you as an individual can be more successful, but how you as an individual can help make sure your team is more successful. I really love the quote from Phil Jackson, and he is, of course, a famous coach in the NBA. And he said, "The strength of the team is each individual member, and the strength of each member is the team." And we see this in all sorts of different sports, whether they're individual sports or whether they are team-based sports. The winners, the champions, the individual athletes, the teams, they are always giving credit to their team members, to their coaches, to their staff, the other people around them who helped make them more successful. It's no wonder that companies with a strong teamwork culture like Amazon, Zappos, and Twitter are consistently ranked as the world's best places to work. It's true these organizations may offer various perks and benefits for employees, but when these employees are asked why they work there, they always say it's about the people. It's about the team. I am a part of this organization because of the other people who work here with me. Ask yourself, what characteristics would your dream coworker have? What sort of things do you wish your coworker would do? Maybe if you're sick, your coworker would say, "Hey, you know what, Jacob? I got this covered for you. Take the day off. I got your back." Maybe if you had a deadline or a big project that was coming up and you felt very overwhelmed, this coworker would come by and say, "Hey, how are you doing? I know that we're under a lot of stress. Is there anything I can do to help you?" Maybe this coworker would bring you that cup of coffee in the morning as they went by Starbucks because they know that you had an early start and you didn't have a chance to grab coffee yourself. What are the things that your dream coworker would do? And ask yourself, how do you become that dream coworker? And if you notice, again, these things don't have to be huge. These things can be little things that you do. Stopping by a coworker's desk and saying, "How are you doing?" Bringing in a cup of coffee. These are not huge things that you need to go so above and out of your way to do. They're little things, but they have a huge impact. Fantastic Cleaners encourages their employees to work together by solving little cleaning tasks, such as cleaning up their workstations, cleaning their computers, cleaning the areas where they work. And they have to do so within a set time period. But the catch is that there are not enough supplies for everybody to clean their spaces. And so employees need to work together, to collaborate, to share, to be able to come up with creative solutions to be able to clean their workstations, their workspaces within a set time period with limited supplies. In fact, teamwork is becoming so important that a lot of global organizations are defining teamwork in their respective environments, and they're making it a core part of what the organization stands for, what the organization believes. They're making it a part of their mission, their values, and even a part of the core vision of the organization. Here are a couple examples of how organizations define teamwork. Archer Daniels Midland is a large company in the agriculture space. And they define teamwork as, "We believe the best results are achieved when we work together. We are good colleagues, we work hard, support each other, value our differences, and strive for our mutual success." I love that definition of teamwork, but perhaps my favorite one comes from Caterpillar, which is a large company in the heavy equipment space. And when they think of teamwork, they say, "We help each other succeed. We are a team sharing our unique talents to help those with whom we work, live, and serve. The diverse thinking and decision-making of our people strengthens our team. We respect and value people with different opinions, experiences, and backgrounds. We strive to understand the big picture, then do our part. We know that by working together, we can produce better results than any of us can achieve alone." Man, that is a wonderful definition of teamwork. Now, if you work for an organization that doesn't have that kind of official definition of teamwork, then guess what? You can create something like that for your specific team. So bring some of your employees together that are part of your team and say, "Hey, how do we define teamwork for us? What does teamwork mean?" And put down a couple sentences and have your own kind of teamwork definition that everybody can rally and get behind. Trust me, it'll go a long way. So as the dream coworker that you are, see what needs you can fill, see where you can help others. And sometimes, as I mentioned, this can be fun and silly and even something small. I love the example of Jenny Kim, who works at a company called Udacity. And Jenny was getting married and she was trying really hard to get in shape. But as is often the case at some companies, especially in the Bay Area, there's oftentimes free food that's floating around the offices. And let's be honest, sometimes this isn't exactly the healthiest type of food that you should be eating. And so Jenny had one of her coworkers volunteer and step up and say, you know what? Why don't we do this kind of program together? And they both agreed to play a game called Dance Central every week. And Dance Central is actually the game that has a little mat on the floor and you're actually dancing around and doing all these moves as if you were on the dance floor. And Jenny and her coworker did this every week. And as a result, they were both able to kind of meet their goals, and Jenny's coworker was able to step up, do something fun and simple and silly, but it really went a long way in the eyes of Jenny. In fact, Jenny said, "These sessions really help re-energize me for the rest of the day." So small efforts like this can really go a long way in the eyes of your coworkers, your peers, your team. Of course, you can't help your coworkers and you can't assist your team if you don't talk to your team, if you don't have a relationship with them. As I mentioned earlier, it's about understanding your team members as individuals, not just as workers. So try to really understand your employees, your team members, your leaders even, as human beings, not just as cogs or as worker bees who show up to work every day to do a job. And once you're able to understand your peers as individuals, you'll really get a strong sense of where you might be able to step up and intervene and do something small to make their life easier. So after watching this, I want you to think about some simple things that you can do for some members on your team that would really help make their life easier at work. And you'll find that not only is this going to be beneficial for them and for the team, this is also going to be very beneficial for you. Because what's going to happen is that other people around you are going to start recognizing you as that person who is supporting others, driving others, pushing others, helping make other people more successful. And these are the people who become great and successful leaders. So really, in a sense, what you're doing is you are practicing a very valuable leadership skill before you're even in that official position of leadership. And again, this is a very valuable skill. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Check out futureofworkpodcast.com for more content. And do me a favor, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or whatever your preferred channel is. Thank you.